Okay, we have Mike on the top screen and Mark on the bottom screen.
Right, hang on a minute. I'm going to get the challenge up so we remember names here.
That sounds like a really good plan because we will probably forget. If there are any mistakes in our commentary, don't blame us. They are both first years to CVGS, so we don't know them too well, unfortunately. And they have very similar names.
Yes.
So don't blame us.
Okay, so one of the M&M twins has managed to kill the other M&M twin, and the other M&M twin has managed to kill the first M&M twin, and the score is now 1-1.
Yeah.
We have, was it Mike on the top?
We have Mike on the top.
Mark on the bottom. Okay, right, I'm going to stick to Mike so I can remember the name.
I'll stick to Mark.
Yeah!
That sounds good.
Let's do this.
I will get lost.
Right, so Mike's staring aimlessly into space. I can say that because of the setup we have with the projector on the giant screen, the lights are a bit of an issue on this map, so it's a little hard to see, so you're going to have to excuse a certain level of play performance in terms of accuracy.
And Mark is getting kicked in the something, I'm not going to say what, I'm not sure what sort of age range we get watched by, but he was going for the energy sword there, so we'll give him some respect for trying to get that.
Quick, give him a hand, give him a hand. Right, Mike, who's on the top, according to Nick's hand.
Yeah, my hand has all the details.
We're going into traditional online Team Slayer multiplayer here, where Mike appears to just be constantly going around the outside of the map, trying to score a hit and any vantage point from the high position on Mark.
And there's a big confrontation right in the middle under the energy sword, which
Mike takes it, opts to leave the energy sword. No one actually opting for anything other than the battle rifle,
which is sometimes a good tactic.
It can be, however, you don't have a second starting weapon anyway, so picking up the sword can only benefit you because you have it and your opponent doesn't.
Exactly. With MLG, you do only start with one weapon, just for those of you who don't know the MLG setup.
Ooh, another engagement. Mike manages to run away. Mark tries to engage.
And Mark finishes the job just like a real boss.
2-2. Eminem for Eminem.
5 minutes remaining.
And we're going to start singing some Eminem songs.
Yeah.
One of the M twins. In all fairness, it's a draw.
Got
so
one shot. Can't miss a chance to blow. This opportunity
comes once in a lifetime.
And that opportunity has come once in a lifetime for Mark, who has managed to pick up Mike as he's aimlessly wandering around. Easy vantage point kill from the BR.
And that puts it on to 3-2, but how long will that last?
A double beat down and Mike's back in the game.
Literally, I said it's 3-2, how long will it last? Until I finish that sentence.
And it was 3-3. Very even game right now. It can only be said from Mark and Mike, we're very even people in terms of name pronunciation.
And gaming skill, evidently.
Evidently.
I'm quite impressed that such similar names have similar gaming skill.
Ooh, and he picks up the kill, doesn't know where he's getting shot from, fails to realise the arrows actually tell you where you're getting shot from, and looks the other direction instead, meaning Mark picks up the kill.
Derpy derpy derp.
It happens to the best of us.
Too true, which is why I never do it, because I'm not the best of us. I'm in fact the worst of us. That's why I'm not playing in this tournament, and you will not see my name up there at all.
No, is Katie here yet? Katie was supposed to be in the tournament. She hasn't actually turned up. I thought she was going to turn up later on today because I was going to drop out for her.
No, she doesn't like 3, she only likes 3 really.
Ah, okay. Is Katie turning up anyway?
I don't know, Davey.
It's a shame. Back to the game.
Back to Mike and Mark and Mark and
takes
Mike.
Up we see the energy sword making an appearance as he
blindlessly
follows up the elevator.
And that is a shank.
Kill. Ooh. Mana bagging.
It was a very good kill, a very good shank, and he only just managed to save himself from being killed with it. So in my mind, very good
right now. Should be a lot easier for Mark. He has the high ground, but Mike does have the better cover.
Mark also has a 2-point lead at the minute, so this is the first decent lead that has shown up.
For a terrain change, blindly throws the sticky grenades. We have an engagement here.
Both one way to do that sort
they
of
seem
thing.
to have lost each other, beating down, not within range. He's got the swords.
And it's a shank!
Oh!
It's a double kill, but it's a shank in the lead.
Realising you can't actually beat down the guy with the sword, he instead follows it with a sticky grenade and opts for the trade. Now 6-4.
It was a good tactic. You weren't going to get away from the sword, so you might as well throw a sticky.
No, yes. It was the only thing he could have done in the situation. I'm just glad I'm glad that the sticky grenade struck.
Yeah, if the grenade hadn't stuck, we would have just been laughing at him for the next 3 years. Even though I'm not here for the next 3 years, I would find a way to come and laugh at him.
Yeah, same. Alumni pass, I believe. Yes. Alumni pass. on the bottom ground, a very dangerous place to be on Heretic.
Too true. On Heretic, you need to stay up on the walkways. The bottom is just a littered ground for grenades and all sorts of stuff like that.
Well, as a symmetrical map, Heretic is very
Oh, and that was a good assassination. A good assassination by Mike. Jumps up straight behind him and just gets him like a beast.
The joy in their faces is almost unidentifiable.
Wait, let me see.
Nick's going for further investigation. What is your conclusion?
I believe that Mark has a bit of a smile on his face. Mike, however, is completely focused.
Come back. Nick returns.
And I'm back from the field.
And just as you're back from the field, Mark's shield is also regenerated.
Yes, and it's still 7-5. There is a very obvious trend showing up here. It's kill for kill almost.
It's kill for kill. We've seen in previous games, I've got the challenge page up here, games have been fairly one-sided. We've seen scores such as 10-0, 11-0, and here we have, what's the score, 7-6?
Yes, the first game was quite evenly matched to a degree. A little bit.
No. Anyway, the point I was making is it's 7-6, which looks like a very kind of a low kill count considering how much time has passed. We're on to the final minute. However, there are actually 13 kills. It's a very small close engagement map, so you expect the kills to be a lot closer generally. But we actually have a game where Siege managed to turn out in the right area.
It also is a quite good show that these are very similar competitors and they have very similar tactics. Because they're both doing exactly what is needed to do to be able to win. And it's currently 7-7, so I don't know what's going to happen if it gets to a draw.
In the event of a draw, we do have a sudden death situation. We'll get onto that if needs be. But in the final 20 seconds, we can see that I believe Mark is running away. Mike's trying to chase down. Callum's head gets in the way of my commentary, so I can't see
a beat down by Mark!
And it's 8-7 with 9 seconds
I think Mark has taken this.
Unless there's a sudden spawn camp with a stick of grenades, it's Blue who has managed to take this.
And there is another brilliant win.
Blue wins. The score is 8-7.